Oh, I don't know.
Oh, wow, that's so long ago. Yeah, I don't know actually.
Since I completed my accountant training, my role has changed completely. A lot of my responsibilities are not just on clients, it's also managing the internal team, looking at like financial side of things, which is very new for me. One of the main skills I've learned is speaking to clients and dealing with difficult situations. It's easier to learn on the job than it was like doing a course. You learn and pick up so much more.
Really insightful. I've gone through all three of the services, or the main services that Seed offers, and even though I've chosen my specialty as social, that doesn't mean that I haven't been able to use and implement all my other teachings in what I do now. And all of my mentors have been amazing, and then the wider team have been amazing in like their patience, and they're willing to teach me like everything they know. It's been great.
Any kind of area of marketing is just constantly growing, so you're never going to have like the full knowledge, always new stuff to learn. So once you kind of like feel that you've developed confidently skills in one area, then you kind of move on to the next. There's always stuff that you're going to be doing.
Search advertising, shopping advertising, display, YouTube, different channels, so being Google, Facebook. I think in the training it's lots of hands-on, and now it's more focusing on the strategy of the clients and developing the strategies and the communicating with that with the clients.
The first 3 months that I did was PPC training, the second 3 months was SEO, and the last 3 months I did was social.
I did have like a couple weeks in PPC, but from those like 2 weeks of doing PPC, I knew it probably wasn't for me. So I stuck with SEO, and then I went into like the content side of things, and then obviously client communications, which is where I'm at now.
I did 3 months in PPC, paid social was involved in that as well, 3 months in SEO. Throughout that as well, kind of getting involved in the kind of graphic design stuff as well. Covered everything actually, like that Seed offer.
A lot of time just learning. I'd write a lot of blogs, a lot of content writing, content planning. I was very content focused. Veering also into like email marketing, and now that's like a fully fledged service. Really grateful for that like first initial stage where I got to like try it out and then realised that I really liked it, and then I could build it out as a service for Seed.
Ooh, time management. It could be anything from creating campaigns to helping brief the design team. It just depends on what day you catch me on to what I'm doing. I've learned a lot. I've learned how to like organize myself to create a better workflow in and out of work.
A lot of like learning and shadowing people, going off trying something and then coming back and kind of running through it with someone. The more knowledge that I gained and experience, the more I kind of went off and actually started doing stuff for clients, and didn't have to be redone, so take that as a win.
I had a really good mentor, Tom, if he's on one of these videos. And then as I transitioned to my new role, my mentor kind of switched over to Maisie, but she helped me along the way with SEO and content. Like my two mentors were really good at like replying and responding to me, assisting me with like anything. And also I could reach out to the wider team as well. I had like a weekly catch up, which was really good. And then towards the end, it was less communication because you just get so into your role and you start to flourish. And it's quite nice to see like them actually wearing off you a bit and letting you go into your own devices and do your own thing.
It was quite helpful that my mentor worked in PPC and had a lot more experience than me in PPC, so he was always, I suppose, able to answer any questions I had, being able to present myself and present the ideas that I have to the clients. That's how like second nature, but when I first started it was like probably the biggest anxiety I ever had, so yeah.
There was always like a lot of support being offered. You definitely had the amount of time to learn on the job and stuff. There was no expectation of, you know, you need to have this knowledge now. Although it's kind of a continuing thing, but confidence in myself and my abilities as well, and just like recognizing that as you go along. a really nice transition into the job.
We have like a lot of one-on-one meetings just to check in on how I'm doing, check in on like workload, mental capacity, all of that stuff. The way that we work is very self-managed, very efficient, and they've been guiding me through that because it's a very different experience to what I've previously done in my life.
Literally nothing. I had to Google what SEO was. I didn't know what PPC was. I never even knew my role existed.
Very minimal. The most I knew about it was I had an Instagram account that I was trying to build and make big and everything, so I knew a few tips and tricks from that.
Pretty much nothing, to be honest, that could just kind of join and learn on the job, so that was kind of the appeal for me.